October the 17th, 1888, somewhere in eastern Ukraine, a train with a Russian royal family rushes 70 kilometers per hour towards the capital, St. Petersburg. All of a sudden, the train derails and crashes, injuring the current Emperor Alexander III. The reason for the accident was the high speed that the train driver didn't pay much attention to. But what if I tell you that, because of that carelessness, 34 years later, a completely new country would be born, rivaling the US in a military strength and sending the first man in space, changing the lives of the millions. When Emperor Alexander III took the throne after his father's assassination, the country was in some serious debt. On top of that, he had to deal with the rebellious groups that started to appear during his father's reign. You see, his dad, Alexander II, held various liberal reforms, giving the people more and more freedom and rights, but eventually ending up hurting them and fracturing the society. His successor, Alexander III, therefore took the matter into his own hands, cancelled the reforms, reintroduced strict censorship, and changed up the law. He also noticed that the Jews were becoming too strong for his own taste, so he decided to deport them into special regions and limit their numbers at the universities and elsewhere. And that's why many of the young Jews started the rebellion groups with other students trying to assassinate the cruel emperor, but all of the attempts proved to be unsuccessful. And the Emperor Alexander would respond by just executing them. Turns out that one of the people he hanged for attempt of assassination was Lenin's older brother. It is often said that upon hearing the news of his brother, Lenin swore that he would make the monarchy pay for what they've done. Cruel as he was, Emperor Alexander actually put Russia back on its feet. It emerged from its economic crisis. The currency also became stable, and the growth rate of the industry doubled. He started the mega project of building the Trans-Siberian Railway, which is to this day the longest railway line in the world, costing around $20 billion in today's money. It helped connect the empire and improve the communication. But besides those things, maybe his best achievement was the improvement of Russia's military. He modernized the equipment, made better uniforms, improved military education, and drastically improved the navy, making it the third largest in the world, just behind UK and France. But the most impressive thing in this whole story is that he never really had to use that military for any bigger conflicts with other countries, since there weren't any. That's why he is today called the peacemaker. He did, however, make quite a lot of mistakes, and in many fields push Russia backwards, not forward. One of those mistakes he made proved to be fatal for his son, Nicholas II. You see, Alexander III signed the alliance with France, making Germany feel encircled and later joining Austro-Hungary in World War I. But what does the train crash have to do with all of this? Well, it turns out that after that accident, Alexander's health went into the downward spiral, and ignoring the pain made everything worse. He ended up prematurely dying at the age of just 49, leaving his ill-prepared son Nicholas II to rule the Russian Empire. Upon being crowned as the Tsar of one of the largest empires in the world, Nicholas II found himself completely lost and with no clear idea what to do with all of that. He ended up choosing all of the wrong decisions, further angering the population, which caused riots, ended up killing him, and creating the first ever communist country. Lenin finally had his revenge.